If you're thinking about getting out of debt or you're already on the debt-free journey, stay tuned. In this video, I will talk about the danger of procrastination, walk you through some changes I made to my budget for the week, and then I'll end with an update on my debt-free journey. You just gotta get started. Welcome to my channel. I'm Harlan D. White. We're focused on eliminating debt and minimizing the if-only regrets with money. So hopefully everyone can hear me okay. I'm in Pensacola, Florida, and we just had a hurricane this week. And as a result, I have generators outside and also a fan right here to keep me from sweating to death. Okay, so I want to start this video talking about the danger of procrastination when you're thinking about either paying off debt or getting your finances in order. The theme of my channel is around eliminating debt and minimizing if-only regrets with money. In my very first video, I talked through one of my greatest if-only regrets with money had to do with losing my mother last October and me reflecting upon not truly prioritizing spending money to see them more often, my parents, or them coming to see me more often. And so as I was thinking about it this week, today is actually, as I record, September 18th, it is my mother's birthday. I'm thinking about the role that procrastination actually played in me never getting my finances in order. And so to kick it off, I do want to read a quick poem that I wrote earlier this year, and it kind of sets the stage. All right, it's a son's regret. I lost. Did death win? My mom was forever. Best friend. I lost. Did tomorrow win? Delayed conversations that will never begin. I lost. Did depression win? Years of closeness vanish because of demons within. I lost. Did procrastination win? I wanted to give her the world, but didn't even begin. I lost. Did irresponsibility win? So many nights of worry because I wanted to sin. I lost. Did distraction win? So many times we talked and I didn't give undivided attention. I lost. Did distance win? 930 miles. I should have saw her more often. I lost. Did cancer win? She was there for everyone. Where was I in the end? She passed that piece of paper. I brushed it aside. If I would have opened it, maybe I wouldn't have left her side. I lost. Did naivety win? I knew she'd win the battle. Nope, within weeks, the end. I lost. Did my mom win? No more pain. Heaven. So that poem was about a lot of things, but what in the world does it have to do with getting out of debt? In the poem, I was essentially listing out a whole bunch of different regrets that I had when I lost my mom. But more specifically, I listed out some money regrets as well. The particular line in there, I lost, did procrastination win? I wanted to give her the world, but didn't even begin. Now that was one particular area where procrastination cost me. Other areas it cost me was many years of stress, poor credit score, getting sued by credit card companies, not having very much stored away in my 401k, and the list can go on. But what is procrastinating or your debt-free journey costing you? So again, the goal of minimizing if-only regrets is money is to both learn from my own mistakes and to learn from others. And so in my own particular case, I can't change anything that happened in the past, but what I realized from that is that there's never going to be the right time to get started. And that I really just had to get started with wherever I was at. And so by starting the Dave Ramsey Debt Snowball earlier this year, it really did help me to pick up momentum early because I did get the quick wins by paying off the lower debts first. And now that I've paid off all the lower ones and it's going to take a while to start paying off some of these bigger ones, I'm even more motivated to find ways to make extra income so I can pay it off faster. And if you're already on the debt-free journey, something had to motivate you to get started on that journey. And I'm sure you too have if-only regrets that you would love to share with other people so that they can avoid those things as well. But if you're not on the debt-free journey, that's the purpose of this. I wanted to warn of the dangers of procrastinating and encourage you to just get started where you're at today and, to let you know that it's not too late. All right, let's jump into the budget. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into YNAB, and you'll see I already funded this month or this pay period, and the total amount to be budgeted is $2,845.01. You'll notice in the far right hand column there are some areas that are already highlighted green, and that means I budgeted for those categories from previous income. So if I scroll down, the first item that I need to budget for is rent. And since I've already paid rent for this month, I'm going to go to October and fund $700 for rent. All right, then I'm going to go back to September. The next number of categories I've either paid this month or I funded this month until we get down to VRA, and that is $97. And what that is, it's a course that I signed up for to help me with YouTube that I pretty much have not used at all. So I'm going to use this as motivation to actually use it because I am paying for it and it's taking away from my debt-free journey. And so definitely keep me accountable to that. Next is Comcast, and I'm going to put $44 towards that. Then it's my storage, $41. And that's that. Next are my paycheck deductions. I added these categories so that I can start tracking them last time I'd budgeted. And the main reason was just to give me more visibility of what was already coming out of my paychecks. So that, and then 401k loan number 2, it's another $55.51 coming out. And then my 401k contribution is $203.51. And the HSA contribution is $96.51. Now, one of the things I also mentioned is that I added them to give me more visibility, but also I was deciding whether or not I wanted to reduce any of these amounts. And so what I came to the conclusion of is that I am actually going to reduce my 401k contribution and my HSA contribution. One of the reasons around the 401k is Dave Ramsey and his baby steps recommends not funding the 401k while you're on your debt-free journey. Well, I didn't commit fully, but I did cut it back. So instead of putting about $203 towards the 401k, I'm only looking to put about $40 each pay period. And then for the HSA, instead of putting $96, I'm looking to only put about $16. And so that should give me another $243 to put towards paying off debt. And so that's what I've done. Next category that I need to budget for is debt. And I'm adding another $500 towards that. And that will help me get to my goal of at least $1,500 towards debt each and every single month, because you take that $500 or that $700 in this budget category plus the $800 I put towards taxes, and that gets me to $1,500 for the month. Next in my giving category, so charity, I'm going to add another $25 to that. I haven't given anything, so I'm just adding to that category. And then gifts is another $15. Next are my savings categories, and I am saving up for a computer. At least that is the thought process right now. We'll see if I can pull the trigger when the time comes, but another $100 towards that. And then my emergency fund, pretty much I already have an emergency fund, but I'm adding a little bit each paycheck, and pretty much I use the leftover from this budget to put towards my emergency fund. So that is another $24.36. Next are my monthly expenses, and the family category is another $750 towards that. Groceries, I still have $26 left, but I will add another $50 in this category. Personal items were good, and then gas, I'm going to add another $40 towards gas. And that pretty much leaves me with $75 to be budgeted, which goes towards my favorite category, eating out. And I only spent $66.39 last time, and I think I went over by like $12 from what I had budgeted, but I pulled it from like a clothing category. So just gonna add the $75 there, and that is my budget. All right, so that is my zero-based budget. As some of you know, I recently started making sure I do a zero-based budget each and every single time I budget, and I'm loving it, and I can definitely see the value. before jumping into the rest of the video, if you're getting any value, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And to get notified of future videos, hit that notification bell as well. All right, so here's my debt-free journey update. I have paid off another $1,366 since last video. 800 of that went towards my taxes. 500 of that went towards my credit card number 3, and $66 went towards my 401k loans. So very excited about that. And then if I were to look back how much debt I've reduced since the May time frame, the total amount is $21,054. And so again, very excited about that. One of the things that helped me to accelerate that debt payoff is I utilized a bonus early on, and also I sold some big items to put towards that debt. So right now I have a current goal of paying at least $1,500 towards my debt each and every single month. And so to improve upon that, I'm looking at, number one, doing better at my job, hopefully to get a promotion. Number two, potential side part-time jobs that I can do after hours. And number three, just some other internet type of side hustles. And by picking up some extra income, I want to dump all of that towards paying off debt quicker. So I will definitely keep you up to date on what ends up happening there. Until next time. In this video, I will discuss some... If you're thinking about getting out of debt, or you're already on the debt-free journey, stay tuned. In this video, I will discuss the